So Trump is cracking down on food stamps. If you've been on food stamps, you're now going to have to do 15 hours a week of community service in order to continue to receive food stamps. Okay? 15 hours a week. Can you believe that? I'm going to have to go out here, even though I don't work. Okay, this is my time that they're asking me to use. I'm going to have to go out here and do 15 hours a week to continue to get my $4,200 in food stamps for my 7 kids. Unreal. Like, I have the time in the day to even attend to anything like that, right? And then on top of that, I also heard that if your child is 7 years of age or older, you're not going to receive food stamps anymore. So what am I going to do about all of my kids that are over age 7? How am I going to feed my kids now that it's being taken from me? How? Make it make sense.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids. My food stamps went from $4,400 in food stamps every month to $38. What am I supposed to get with $38 with 6 kids? How the hell am I supposed to support my kids on $38 in food stamps? Not to mention our disability checks on hold. Our Section 8, my rent isn't getting paid tomorrow. So I have to come up with $1,100. Okay? I am allergic to work. I can't work. I refuse to work. The whole reason I had kids was the amount of government benefits that you get for one child. And now, with the dependent age being 7 and younger, none of my kids are dependents now. None of them, because they're all older than 7. So how am I supposed to live? How do I feed my kids on $38? This is not okay. Not okay.
November 1st, no food stamps and no Medicaid. The Trump administration and they trifling ass mamas that birthed them have cut off the food stamps for all the kids right before the motherfucking holiday. These trifling motherfuckers is a despicable ass country that we living in, and it is what it is, y'all. But these is facts. Go Google it right now. SNAP is over with for November. It's because of this government shutdown. Obviously, a lot of people is going to be affected by this. And a lot of people will not be eating in November. Crime is gonna be up in November. All y'all keep your head on a swivel. This shit is getting trifling out here. I cannot believe this nigga done cut off the motherfucking food stamps for November. Thanksgiving, that's the biggest holiday of the year, and niggas won't be eating this year on fucking Thanksgiving. This is some fucked up shit, y'all. I don't really know too much advice that I could give out other than just going to the food banks to try to get some food. That's your best bet, but I'm sure that they're gonna be extra crowded this year. I just don't understand how all of us just be letting this shit go on, and I feel like we don't be knowing. Y'all need to repost this video. I don't think everybody know about this. Everybody should be aware, because like I said, crime is about to shoot up for November and for the rest of this year, because niggas are going to be starving.
Stop freaking out about your food stamps for November. So if you are a SNAP, an EBT recipient, a food stamp recipient, and you're hearing all of this gibberish and people are coming out and saying they work for the government and they did this and they heard this, they're doing it for views, okay? If they call out a bunch of stuff and get you guys in fear, it's going to make you watch it. Somebody who has done TikTok and knows how it works, these are all just tactics to get you to watch their videos. But I have been seeing for many years government shutdowns. They would never allow their citizens, millions and millions of people, to go without life-saving food. food stamps. This is...
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you're doing great from wherever you're watching me from. I'm your host and presenter Debunking Stories. I'm gonna be discussing with you something that I feel that it's really important. You understand the fact that the economic situation in the United States is getting so much worse, and this is a public information. Like, everyone knows this information. But what really baffles me is the fact that initially people thought that the food stamps and the welfare, that black people are the ones who usually depended on the welfare. And if you depended on welfare, you seem to be lazy, or as a person who don't want to put in the work, right? But as time unfolded, people realized that indeed you can become so much hardworking, but the systems that have been placed in the United States today doesn't make it easier for you to even secure food. There's so much food insecurity today, and all we are seeing is that white people are waking up onto a realization that you don't have to be lazy so that you don't have to have food in your house, right? Because this is a public information, and this is something which is happening in real time, and everyone is getting to see what is really happening, right? One of the biggest lessons that white people are learning today is that they are learning that indeed it is not about being lazy. You can not have food, and you are going to work on a daily basis. And so when people are saying that black people are lazy, they depended on welfare, they depended on all these food stamps and snaps. Now when the truth unravels, you get to see the reality. You get to see how all these things unfold. And at the end of the day, it is really important to recognize that we are seeing a lot of white people coming out and complaining really badly about all this economic situation that is happening right now. And so, brothers and sisters, this is one favor that I want you to do me. If you're watching me for the first time, or probably you come across this channel for the first time, I'm asking you to please subscribe to the channel, join the membership, and really get to see what I can offer you. And for those who are always coming back, watching my videos, and subscribing, sharing, man, I'm asking you to please join my membership. Please join my membership if you haven't, so that you can get to see what I can offer you. And I'm really grateful for the support all through the way. Those who are sending me cash up, those who are sending me super thanks for the commentaries that I make and the videos that I present to you. I'm your host and presenter Debunking Stories. So let's watch the video. I'll be back, and then I'll be giving my thoughts in regards to this. So let's watch the video. I'll be back.
Their only means to get food. So if they did something like this, it would cause mass chaos. And President Trump would not allow that. He is a good man, regardless of what you guys think, and he would not allow his citizens to go without these measures. So stop worrying, trust in God. This is not going to happen. And, just don't listen to it. Just turn your phone off, because it's just fear tactics.
Now, why the fuck I just wake up and I see that they talking about, oh, people not getting they SNAP benefits in the month of November? I know, like, fuck, y'all ain't take my mama food stamps in the month of Thanksgiving. Are you fucking serious? Are we finna riot or what? Because this is taking it too far. It's already been too far, but they have taken it to hell. We're not going to eat. I'd be damned if I pay for a motherfucking turkey with my own motherfucking money. I know my mama better get her stamps on the 15th. If y'all need her name and her number, all of that, I'm telling you, let them stamps not be there. I'm organizing a riot in every city. I'm not playing. And I'm releasing the Epstein files. How about that? Ain't no fucking way. Why would you take food stamps? I'm pissed off.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills. I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more. If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country.
All right, I'm going to choose to believe that this is satire, but there's people out there that think like this. That the government food coupons aren't stretching far enough anymore, that the taxpayer-funded buffet isn't offering second helpings of the Doritos, Hot Pockets, and Mountain Dew this month. Listen, this. Food stamps were never meant to be a lifestyle. They're designed to help people get through, not settle in. And if your biggest complaint is that Uncle Sam isn't sending you enough money, then you need to get your pride, priorities, and productivity straight and get a freaking job. Really? These people are out there. Nobody's that dumb, though, right? Nobody's really that dumb. Sheesh.
A welfare recipient received $2,800 in SNAP benefits. Just got a letter from HSA stating that they are cutting his SNAP down to $300, and he is absolutely perplexed at the situation. He voted for Trump, but apparently he misconstrued what Trump is saying. Now, he is saying that the reason why he voted for Trump was that Trump was going to help the poor people out, and he's assuming that the welfare system is a permanent system. Listen to what he has to say.
Has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Get a job.
So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay.
Stop making kids you can't afford to take care of.
I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them.
Oh.
I'm not trying to go work,
Really?
50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills.
Who told you could have kids without taking care of them?
I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden, all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more.
Oh, he's helping the less fortunate. It just means you have to get off your ass.
I'm done with that guy. I'm not. If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country.
You can't afford to leave
because
remember?
I'm not dealing with this no more. This is all shit.
So let me get this straight. He has 5 kids. He's expecting everybody else and their mother to take care of his kids that he couldn't afford to have in the first place. Now, he wants to spend time with his kids. Originally, this is the reason why he wanted to vote for Trump. Because apparently, he misconstrued the word, we are going to help American citizens. It doesn't mean that he is going to help you lazy ass to sit on your ass permanently. This is the reason why we voted for President Trump. To get all you lazy ass motherfuckers off your ass and stop living off of the system. The system is meant to be temporary.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350.
Well, get a fucking job, man. I said it. Go get a fucking job. Us taxpayers are tired of taking care of your ass. Now, I'm glad that there's public assistance that's available for those that need it. But if you're an able-bodied adult, go get a damn job. Shit. It's not that hard. Hell, I'm just looking at your skin color and know that you have got a one-up on most of America. And you're telling me that you're going to sit there and draw fucking food stamps at $300 a month? Shit. And now you're going to tell me that, oh, well, Trump did this? Fuck that shit. He's got to work too, man. Go get a damn job.
Bitch, they said y'all not finna get no food stamps for November. They said it's over 40-some million people that would be affected by this. And this is all due to the government shutdown. They said this shit includes SNAP, WIC, all that. Anything that includes with food, that shit is going down. Now, I don't know if it's true, but they saying that if you got kids under 5, you still would get food stamps. Meanwhile, they saying there's insufficient funds. People finna go crazy. America is finna shut this bitch down. I feel bad because it's finna be so many families without. People already stressed over if they gonna get paid or not, especially dealing with federal shit. Like, people got bills and stuff to pay for, and that shit don't stop. Like, they don't stop our rent, they don't stop our lights. Like, that shit don't stop, and we literally gotta figure out and fend for it. That I know that's why it's always good to have emergency funds, but everybody's life ain't good enough for them to have that, if that makes sense. I think this law go into effective on November the 1st. I saw a few people saying that it's supposed to start at the end of October, but I'm not absolutely sure about that because I didn't read up on that part. But I think it's November the 1st. Y'all better be really prepared because it's some shit really finna happen.
The entitlement that these people who are living off of public benefits and the audacity they have to sit there and think that we owe them something. Not only that, they think that nobody can tell them what to do with their food stamp. Just listen to one lady.
I buy food with my food stamps. I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink. Pepsi. I buy 2-liter Pepsis every time I go to the market. And I like snacks. I like to snack. The kids like to snack. So who is you to tell us that we can't buy Pepsis and sodas with our stamps? We should be able to get what the hell we want to get with our food stamps. Now you want to cut everything and talking about we can just buy food. So we supposed to spend money to buy the sodas and the snacks just to have sodas and Kool-Aid and snacks and juices and stuff in the house for the adults and the children. When will this take effect? Because I bet not get messed up for June. I need everything. I want to buy everything with my food stamps.
Food stamp is meant to be a lifeline, not a lifestyle. Now we got women like her with rotten teeth, with zero shame, demanding Pepsi and Kool-Aid on our taxpayer dime. Unbelievable. And let me just tell you, it infuriates me to hell that they get away with shit like this.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. So I told my husband, and he says to me, as I'm crying, and he says to me, well, maybe I'll lose some weight now. God, why did I vote for him? I didn't know this was going to happen. I can't go get a job. Is there anybody out there that can help me, please?
Well, what do we have here? Not the brunette sister of the Princess Bride albino crying about food stamps. I'm even gonna skip past your husband's toxic energy. Talk about the fact you can't just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I did manage to go through this creator's account, and boy, honey, you are on TikTok a lot. There are so many reposts. You know what you could do with all that time if you stop being on TikTok? You'd probably get a job. What's crazy about this algorithm is that sometimes you end up on the wrong side of TikTok, and you weren't on our side of TikTok where we were telling you Donald Trump does not care about poor people. Asking for help is wild. You have over 100,000 followers somehow on this account, so you're monetizing this content. You know what you're doing. This is giving, well, this is actually giving exactly the people that Donald Trump wants to cut off, the people who want handouts. Meanwhile, there's immigrants and people that are working hard to contribute to this country, but no, you just want to be able to stay at home. You know what? I send you my concepts of thoughts and prayers, and I guess also concepts of food stamps. And also, dump your husband.
Did you see the white lady who was on TikTok, I think, who's saying that her SNAP benefits and her food stamps and all that have been cut off? Yeah. She's upset because she voted for Trump, but now her stuff's being cut off. Girl, what do you think was going to happen? See, well, that's what's so funny about these white people. They think that immigrants and people of color are the people that are taking all these benefits. But the reality is the majority of white people who vote for Trump are usually the people on the benefits. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like the fuck around to find out face. Y'all thought this man was going to do something for you? He ain't doing a motherfucking thing but taking everything from everybody. But forget trans people were the fucking problem. Anyway, I just love it. I just love the fuck around and find out phase right now going on with this dumbass administration.
I feel like the Trump presidency is over. I don't think anyone takes him seriously anymore. After the last few days, you know, Tylenol causes autism, him speaking and just saying crazy stuff, going to the UN, angry about an escalator, angry that his own staff doesn't know how to set up a teleprompter, angry last night about ABC, about Jimmy Kimmel, about this, about that. He sounds like a 5-year-old child, just complaining about everything. I'm not getting my way. I'm not having any fun here. And when he's not getting his way and he's not having any fun, he just whines and complains. And it's just, who's going to take this guy seriously anymore? No one at the UN, countries around the world, they don't take him seriously anymore. And who listens to him here? Someone that's talking about Tylenol causing autism, and he's talking like he knows what he's talking. I just think the president has jumped the shark. I think the president has jumped the shark already, and I think it's nothing but downhill from here, and I think it's over. Let me know what you think. Like and follow for more.
So Trump is cracking down on food stamps.
Okay.
If you've been on food stamps, you're now going to have to do 15 hours a week of community service in order to continue to receive food stamps. Okay? 15 hours a week. Can you believe that?
Hold on, Buttercup. Let me correct you there. It would be 20 hours a week of working or volunteer community service. 80 hours a month in order to receive SNAP benefits going forward.
Even though I don't work, okay, this is my time that they're asking me to use. Make it make sense.
Most Americans spend 160 hours a month providing for their families. Now, while we're paying our taxes, we are then paying for your groceries. If you are an able body, you need to get out and look for a job to provide for your family. Now, if you aren't able-bodied, you will be just fine, okay, little Buttercup? Okay, nice speaking with you.
Big news for the SNAP recipients, y'all. New rules are now in place that encourage work, independence, and responsibility while protecting those who truly need the help. Y'all like the video right here? Follow for more updates. Let's get into this one, y'all. So SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, helps millions of families. Thanks to President Trump's reform bill, the system is being strengthened to make sure benefits go to the right people. If you're between the ages of 18 and 54 and don't have a child under 18 at home, you'll now need to show you're working at least 20 hours a week. And for those already working, this proves you're on track. For others, it's an incentive to find steady employment and build independence. Exemptions are built in if you're pregnant, disabled, caring for a sick family member, or working enough hours already, you'll keep your benefits. This keeps the program focused on families and individuals who really need the help, while encouraging able-bodied adults to stay active in the workforce. States are mailing out sample checklists. Fill them out and your benefits continue without interruption. Instead of endless dependency, these reforms reward effort, responsibility, and accountability. That's exactly how safety nets are supposed to work, helping people through hard times while encouraging work and stability. The message is clear. SNAP is here to support you, but also to help you move forward. Trump's welfare reform is restoring fairness, strengthening families, and making sure the system is sustainable. Work, stay accountable, and watch the program work the way it was always meant to. Y'all like the video? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one.
What's up, America? So has anybody else noticed that the price of food is going up through the roof, but the quality of food is decreasing? Kind of like the price of food is going like this, and the quality of food is going like this. So yeah, you'd think if you're paying a great deal more for food, that the quality of food would at least be a standard. But that's not what we're seeing here. What we're seeing is you're paying more while getting less of a shittier type. So I go to a great deal of restaurants throughout the day generally for work, and I've noticed that the quality of food almost across the board is collapsing collapsing here in the United States. Most people have switched to that liquid egg bullshit rather than real eggs, if you know what I mean. Most people have lowered the quality of meat that they're serving at their fucking stores because it costs less. Same with the vegetables that are on the side, the macaroni as well, flavorless and bland in most cases. And just across the board throughout the United States, the quality of food is decreasing. Chick-fil-A, if you haven't noticed, tastes like shit now. The meat's completely different. The fries are completely different. Everything is a lower quality, but the price is through the roof. So they're not content with just keeping profits from gaining your money. They have to lower their costs as well to make sure that they fuck you arm, and I mean all the way to the shoulder deep. It's a really fucked up thing because in the United States, we always had high standards. Now we're paying very high prices for some of the lowest standards I've seen in the Western world. And don't get me started with the fucking toxic ingredients in our food. Those motherfuckers need to be in jail.
I still carry my food stamp card around with me to this day.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right in my wallet.
Are you serious?
I never take it out every time I switch wallets. You work so hard to get off of this. When I was a single mom, I was on food stamps for a really long time.
Yeah.
My food stamps got cut one time. It was like right around the crisis of 2008. I think they went down $75. And back then it was like, you might as well have just fucking taken it all. To come up with an extra $75 to feed the kids. That's when the kids start coming home and having dinner and they're like, Mom, are you going to eat? And you're like, oh, we had a meeting at work today.
I saw you actually do that a few times, yeah.
It's so fucked up. And like, how hard I had to work to get through that, to get on the other side of it, like where we are now, was really hard. And like, I still carry my food stamp card around with me to this day.
Do you do?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right in my wallet.
Are you serious?
It's right here. I keep it in here. I never take it out every time I switch wallets.
Yeah. As a reminder.
What this means. How hard it was then, and now all the cuts, dude, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You work so hard to get off of this.
Yeah.
So you don't need it. You don't have to, like, because the kids know when you're putting in this card.
Yeah.
And their friends' moms aren't.
Yeah.
When you're standing there on WIC.
Yeah.
You know? It's so fucked up.
And your kids are on free lunch.
Oh,
you know?
my God.
Yeah.
And they're just like, their clothes are raggedy, their shoes suck. You know, it's really hard. It's really hard.
To hear that all of these people are going to get these massive cuts to food stamps, to the SNAP program, is just, I mean, I don't know if there's really anything more heartbreaking.
That is so cruel. Just because you've had money your entire life and you can't fathom the need for these systems and how it is literally a lifeline for families everywhere. Just because you've had money and you don't understand, like, why can't they just, like, buy it? Because we fucking can't.
Yeah, yeah. We all weren't born with bone spurs and a rich daddy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You fuck.
So I got a text message from someone who's asking me, hey, Mo, do you know why we don't have any food stamp? Of course, the government shutdown. You guys have to understand that this affects everything. While the Democrats continue to lie to you, it hurts everyone. And they are hurting you on purpose. But here's a video of an older lady who didn't get her paper processed because of this government shutdown. And she doesn't have her food stamp. And she takes care of 9 children. Now, whether they be hers or she's fostering, it sounds like she's fostering. But it's absolutely sad. Watch.
And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need to know why my food stamp ain't on my card. This is not right. This ain't fair. I don't care about no shutdown or none of that. But I've been calm. I've been calling. Everybody ignoring me. I've been here 3, 4,
I think she's fostering kids.
Why ain't my food stamp on my card? I got 9 babies to feed.
9.
Ma'am, I done been called. I done been down here. And this is, I'm tired. I done been there, done did all that. They still ain't put my food stamp on because it's shutdown. This is not fair. I'm tired. I done did all that. Now I need to know what the supervisor or somebody. I need somebody to help me. I got 9 kids to feed.
This needs to go viral for President Trump to see and for the Democratic leaders to see. Things like these, people who are helping needs to receive this. And the people who are genuinely abusing the system needs to get the hell off of it. Because all it does is hurt these kind of people. The ones who are trying to make a difference in the world. Mm-mm. Poor thing.
You mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you
Here we go again.
Because what the f*** say that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you
I'm about to
understand
get
there are
mad.
people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people...
Prepare your ears. I'm about to yell. 1, 2, 3. Food stamps and SNAP and any money going to our citizens has not been stopped. You just have to read. Why don't any of you read? When you see something pop up on TikTok or the news, go look up the document and read. The reason they froze federal funding was to stop money leaving the country. Like $37 million that was going to the World Health Organization and $50 million that was intended for buying condoms to distribute in Gaza. But instead of reading and looking things up, you guys listen to the Shade Room, you listen to Neighborhood Talk, you listen to every single TikTok creator without even going to go look it up yourself. Me, when I say a news, I tell y'all, go look it up yourself. You don't have to believe me. Just go look it up yourself. Your children will eat. You will get your benefits. You are on the internet spreading false information. All of you guys are doing all this for no reason at the moment. You are going to eat. You are going to get your benefits. Jesus Christ.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you watch me from. Again, I'm your host and present Agent Stories, and this is something that I want us to have a talk, right? Because I believe it's important for us to always have these engagements about these issues that are happening and how it's really affecting you as a citizen of the United States. Majority of these people called black people lazy. They labeled black people as those people who depend on welfare, as those people who depend on handouts, as those people who depend on donation. But you get to realize, or you get to understand, that the reality doesn't go that way. The reality is that you realize that you are dealing with a group of people that have suffered, that have seen suffering in real time, through the moments of Jim Crow, through the moments of segregation. And so these are a group of people that have understood hustle. But I know, still, it's crazy. The economic situation is effing up everybody, and it's not leaving a room for anyone to survive this. But all I would like to say is that if there are a group of people that never thought that this system that insulated them, I'll use the word insulated, the systems that insulated them will never fall or will never throw them, are white people. And you understand how it becomes so much important if you get to realize how all these factors works, because these are a group of people that never expected that one day they'll be going online and complaining about the cost of living, complaining about food, complaining about healthcare and insurance, complaining about housing. It's all crazy hearing this from white folks. But what you need to understand is that everything that you see is happening by design. Everything you see it's happening by design. And I think these should be a wake-up call to majority of white people, because they are the ones at the end of the day that thought that black people don't want to put in the work, that black people are lazy, and so they are not getting food because they don't want to work. I hope you understand that you are working 3 days, you are working 3 jobs, but at the same time, you can still not afford to put food on the table on a daily basis. Because why? You find it so difficult. So the biggest question is, are you lazy? We can ask you that question. Are you lazy? So when you understand that it's not a matter of being lazy, or it's not a matter of not working hard as you're supposed to, because they told black people to pull themselves by bootstraps. You understand, if black people could retaliate by also saying, now, pull yourself by the bootstraps that you used to tell black people. So you understand, this is a failed economy. This is a failed system. It's not about who is lazy and who is not lazy. Well, in fact, if we could use the word lazy, honestly, let's talk about Texas as an example. Or let's talk about Arkansas, these rural areas that practice farming, majority of them practice farming. So you realize that when we talk about laziness, this is where it gets even interesting. You folks failed or don't want to work on your farms. You don't want to work on your farms. Why? Because that's a perfect definition of being lazy. You want a person, another person that doesn't look like you, to come on work on these farms. So I think presupposedly, if we were to use the word lazy, we would say that you are lazy, right? That's what people could say. People will come and say, but you realize that we can't say that, and black people are not saying that, because we saw your farmers beg black people, beg other immigrants to come and work on the farms because it was failing. The farms were failing, and all these things were induced until you learn that America is being controlled by the 10% oligarchy. These are the people that owns and controls a lot of factors of production. They own tech. They can control algorithm systems, and they decide when you're going to get your food and when you're going to starve. And so it's upon you as a citizen, it's upon you as a white person to understand that it is not a matter of being black and lazy. The system itself, it's failing. Also, I'm going to be explaining in this dimension, there is the rise of automation and AI, and you know how it's affecting majority of people today. So you understand that the corporates are trying to maximize on profits without putting a lot of money inside the investment. So you understand that it's a way of maximizing production with low cost. And that's AI, the use of artificial intelligence, right? And so they are trying to replace people with all this. And so this also culminates down to the problems that majority of citizens of the United States are going through. So you understand all these concepts. You understand how all this thing works and how all this thing goes. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. At the end of the day, people need to figure out how they are gonna be working with this. So please let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this issue. Because for the longest time, it's being said that black people are lazy. Black people don't want to put work. But you understand that we are seeing a lot of white people asking for these food stamps, asking for this all welfare help, and all these things that, are happening. So brothers and sisters, please let me know what you think and feel about this video. I'm your host and presenter, Agent Stories, and if you're watching me for the first time, I'm asking you to please subscribe to the channel, join the membership. I really get to see what I can offer you. But until then, let me see you on my next video. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.